Hi, I'm Linda Deir. Happy New Year. Happy 2026. And let's see what the guides have to tell us about this new year. And here they go. Definitely a volatile year ahead. Turn off the news. Yes, you will be feeling much better when you turn your attention to us because the news will be full of fear. You begin with unusual ways to energize yourself so you can vibrate to us. Before you can do that, you will want to cut through the beliefs that have ended badly. Vibration of love will be the source of your beliefs now. Vibration of love feels very different. Yes, you will be feeling connected to a better way that was not clear before. We are with you as the compass to walk you through everything you will be encountering. Yes. Watch us ask you to determine what is real and what is not real. That will be a big one this year. Watch us begin with big energies that you will begin to align with so you see what we see at any moment. Very soon, you will need this. Linda feels us at every moment. Yes, this will be your light to bring calm to your soul. You are in frequency of gratitude so we can be friends. Explain that so we can be friends. Explain that to them. Very soon, you will be vibrating to us, and that will be filled with the friendship that you remember. Okay, I'm going to talk about this for a minute. I actually talk about this on my website in the journal, My Guided Journey. In part 2, it's chapter 3, 4, 5. In those chapters, all of them talks about when we were best friends, when you and your guides were best friends. You need to get this journal. It's in the show notes where you can look into it. It's not expensive. This is unlike any other journal. In fact, after I was done writing guided, 4 years after that, my guided journey was published, and I was encouraged by my guides to bring this out because of all the questions I got from the readers of Guided, wanting to learn how this works. It's a matter of remembering where you began at this point in your life. Most of you have forgotten, but it's time to bring that back because you had so much going for you then, because you had this friendship intact. You were really young when that happened. Yes, before you were born, this was us, and you were happy to engage with us whenever you wanted. Yeah, so you're going back to, once you start to do your journaling in part 3, to know where your baseline is right now, every day, 15 minutes a day. I sit right here when everybody's asleep and, I'm not getting disturbed, the phones aren't ringing. And I have that 15 minutes or more. I actually do more, where I have that conversation. It's a conversation you're going to be having with your guides. This will keep you on track, aligned, sober, aware, awake, tuned in to what's really going on, to what you need to really be paying attention to, so you don't get caught up in the volatility they talked about, okay? And you stay calm. Because if you're not calm, everything that you're reading that's going on out there, everything that you're thinking is going on out there is distorted because you're distorted. Yes, a big frequency that interferes with staying on track. Yes, we are with you at all times. So count on that, because for this entire year, you will light up those around you when you are true to yourself. Before giving our needed vibration to others, you will be feeling this so strongly that before you know it, you will be feeling us at all times, just like before when you and us were one. They're talking about when you and them were just one. That was before you were born, when you were on the other side, and You were with them all the time. It was normal. Yes. Only now you are here and we are there. All right. So, what should we be looking out for besides what you talked about in the year of 2026? What should we be aware of mostly before you hit the pavement? Stop and think what you are beginning to engage with, because that will be the frequency you will align with throughout the year. Okay, so you know what you guys need to do? You need to get quiet with yourself before this new year begins. And it begins on Thursday. You need to get quiet with yourself. You need to do some journal writing about, like, a baseline, where you are right now, what you want to accomplish, what you don't want to fall into, the people that you want to be around, and the ones that you don't, because that's going to have a lot to do with how you vibrate throughout the year. Yeah. And if you can't get away from the people that are not aligned with you, you need to come up with a strategy to get some space that you need and do your journaling so that you don't get knocked off the path, so that you're aligned. What this is going to do is, as we move through the year and different things come up like that, you're not going to go into panic mode. You're going to be calm. You're going to know how to manage yourself because you already started to do that. Fight the urge to be right. Right. Very soon, you will be free of that protection. Yeah, it's like protection. You're trying to protect yourself when it really does no good at all. It just draws you into it. Yes, a no win situation that will never vibrate to us. Yes, we want you to easily heal that feeling of starting a fight with anyone who begins it. Yeah, that's a big one. Vibration of gratitude will be the key. Gratitude's important. Write about it. Write about what gratitude means to you. All right? It's almost like coming out of something that's so traumatic that when you finally get on the other side of it, you just go, I can't believe I got through that in one piece. I mean, I'm better than I was before when I was in it. I'm way better. Even if you're still in it, having gratitude for who you are and what you align with, your own guides, what you stay tuned in with. And don't tell anybody. You don't have to tell anybody how you're feeling and what you're doing to manage yourself, to stay connected. Get connected. Get connected. This is where you start. This is not where you start. This comes later if you want to learn this. But this is where you start, because everyone can do this. This works just like this. You're going to start writing in part 3. And when you review what you wrote a day, a week, a month later, you're going to go, oh my God, I don't remember writing that. or that sentence or that paragraph. I don't remember that. That's because you channeled it like automatic writing. That's when the connection's starting to um, stir. When it's showing up when you didn't expect it, you can only see it upon review. You're going to start to then recognize when you have this guidance and this communication going on with your guides in your daily life. You're going to recognize it. You're going to go, that thought was not mine. I wasn't even thinking about that. And yet, there it was. It popped in. Thank you. You're going to learn how to do this again. You used to do this. Yes, a way to determine who was who. In other words, was it you thinking it, or was it you that accessed it because you were out of the way for that moment? And boom, they were able to get through to you. And the next thing is you caught it. And once you caught it, you caught it. You must write it down. Part three, write it down in part three, the journal writing, part three of this journal, okay? The daily journal writing. Even if you don't have time to write it all out, just write some keywords that when you sit down later, maybe at night when you have your cup of tea and you're just sitting there with your guides, quiet, calm, no phones, no interruptions. Then you take what those keywords were and you write it all out, what actually came through. Within 1 month, if you do this for a month, every day consistently, you do it for a month. Not only will you have a new regimen that you start to enjoy, but you will have access to what's really going on with you first. You've got to heal yourself first. And when you start to see where you're off, where you guidance came through and you were like, "Oh my God, I wrote that out. Thank God I wrote that down." Because if I had to remember it now, I would never be able to do it. Like a dream that you forgot because you didn't write it down. All those things get written down in here. You guys have no idea how much this is going to change your life, all right? You're going to get yourself back. Calm the fears that will be necessary to hear us so you can feel us, and then gratitude will surface. When you catch it, it'll be like, wow, I can't believe it. I love this. And you'll be addicted. I'm telling you. Yes. Before you begin, you must calm yourself down so vibration begins. Yeah. As soon as you sit down and you calm yourself down and you breathe and stretch. You're locked up. You've been hanging on all day, just getting through it. You got to let that all go. That has to go. And then you can breathe and you can stretch. Valuable future ahead when you are connected to us. We have work to do together, and you are needed. So start your journal writing now so we can begin. Okay. Happy New Year. This will make your year make sense no matter what the outer world is doing. And I mean, I can't help but bring this up right now. It just seems to feel right. My book, this is my true story. This is my autobiography about how I did it. And by the way, that's the photograph I took of my guides in 1994 when they showed up at Christmas time. And A couple of weeks later, they came to me in a dream, and I was lucid in the dream. And I asked them, "Why did you let me take your photograph since I've seen you since I was a baby?" And they said, "You're going to write a award-winning book about your relationship with us since you were a little girl." And we appeared so they could believe it right here. The journal is the companion journal to Guided. This is how you do it. This is how I did it. It's all right here. Okay, Happy New Year, and I will see you next Tuesday. In between that time, I'm going to be producing some of these with the guides that'll keep you on the path. So be sure to subscribe and click the bell so you get notified when these come out. Okay, bye-bye.